Guys, and welcome to another tutorial. This one is called Crystal Manicures, which you can obviously use on feet also. It tends to last a little bit longer on feet, so your clients are happier for longer because it is a premium treatment. You want to be charging a premium price. Materials for today, I have Gel 2 Metallic shade G15. I have Extreme Shine Top Coat, some silver holographic glitter, some crystals, some tweezers, a really fine pointed dotting tool, a small brush for picking up the glitter, and some super shine cleanser. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're ready with the first step. Imagine this is a pre-prepped, lightly buffed nail and you're ready to go with your first coat of Gel 2 colour. The best thing about Gel 2 is that you don't need a base coat, so it is a case of prepping the nail, making sure you've taken all the non-living tissue away from the nail plate, and then it's straight in with your first colour coat. I really love this shade, it's really twinkly and it'll make a really good base for our crystal manicure. I've been doing crystal manicures I think for the last 5 years. No, maybe not that long. I'm not really sure, you lose track after a while. And once your first colour coat is finished, you want to put it in the lamp for 30 seconds. Then you want to go in with another coat so that you've got full coverage and cure again for another 30 seconds. Now we've added our 2 colour coats, we're going to go in and using some holographic glitter, we're going to give the look a little bit of a dimension. I'm just going to move this to here. And I've just got a little pad just to catch any excess glitter. And you want to just press it in all over. You can see the light just bouncing off these holographic pieces and just giving this a really four-dimensional look. Now the important thing is you might be able to see there are some little bits of glitter that are just kind of sticking up slightly. Maybe if I hold it that way you can see a bit better. So you want to make sure that you go over and just give it a firm rub, not too hard, but you want to make sure that all those glitter pieces are all laying flat and there aren't any coming off the edge, because otherwise you'll get a little bit of a nick that will catch fluff and all sorts. Just going to put a little bit more glitter there. Sometimes you can use like a little nylon brush and just give it a really soft going over with that, and that will make sure that everything is flat. And you can see now everything is a little bit more smooth and streamlined, and then that is just super sparkly. I do love holographic glitter. And it's on to the next step. Now this is the point where you want to go in with your top coat. You want to do it just a little bit thicker than you would normally, but still keeping it relatively thin, so that you've got really good coverage on there and enough product to set the crystals into. And then before setting it, you want to take your crystals. Normally I dispense some just into the lid because they're easier to pick up that way. And you can pick these up one of 2 ways. You can either use tweezers, or you can use a dotting tool that's just been dipped into the top coat slightly. And what you want to do is you want to set the crystals into the top coat, the uncured top coat, And you want to do this all over. It's up to you how closely together you want them. The backing is just there to stop you from seeing any gaps. And also to give it extra dimension. So I'm just going to place all these crystals because it takes a little bit of time, and I'll be back. Okay, so it's taken a few minutes, but all the crystals are placed now, and this is the next step is probably the most important of all the steps, because this step is going to ensure that all your crystals stay anchored down and they stay for as long as possible. And what I've done is I've just dispensed a small amount of top coat into a mixing palette, and I'm just going to take my dotter and I'm just going to gently drop some top coat just inside, in between all the crystals, just so that it lips each side of the crystal, and the top coat really anchors the crystals down. Because what this will do is it creates like a rod in between each crystal, so that it's kind of securing it really fast without compromising any of the sparkly qualities of crystal. Now there's lots of crystals on the market. There's lots of rhinestones. Some are, obviously they all vary in price. My personal favourites are Preciosa crystals. They're from the Czech Republic, and they are crystals, they're just not Swarovskis. Although, unless you were in the trade, you wouldn't, in the crystal trade, you wouldn't actually tell the difference. You still get the sparkle without the price tag. I think they're almost half the price. So once you're happy that you've put all the top coat in between all the little crystals, I obviously haven't done them all, this is just for your benefit of listening to me waffling on. You want to put this into the lamp again for 50 seconds. So here we have the finished article. It's really super sparkly. The camera can't pick everything up, unfortunately. My iPad mini just isn't capable of doing that. To remove the inhibition layer, I would advise using a cotton pad or a cotton-filled gauze pad, just so that you really work into all these little crevices where there will be product that still has uncured product on the top. As a guide for pricing, I would charge for a full crystal manicure or pedicure, I would charge in the region of 80 to 120 either dollars or pounds, depending on where you live in the world. Lasting wise, on your feet they last 4 to 6 weeks, and it's 2 to 3 weeks on fingers. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Tune in on the next one. I'm Sammy Sparkles. Thanks for watching.